G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Sunday, 25th of August, first dog on the moon.
Hello, Patriots. Welcome to First Dog on the Moon's Guide to Modern Living. I'm Walkley Award-winning cartoonist, First Dog on the Moon. And we're done. Thanks for coming, Australia. If people can stay back and help us put the chairs away, that'd be great. We're taking down the streamers and the balloons. If there are any cardboard plates left, we'll put them in the cupboard with the picnic things for next time. It's been fun. It's time, gentlemen. Last drinks. Things have gotten a little out of hand. If you kids don't shut up, I'm going to turn this democracy around and we will go home. You do know people can see you, don't you? If you're going to conduct yourselves this way, no wonder everybody either ignores you or hates you or both. I know I do. We couldn't organise a free market democracy if our lives depended on it. Oh, wait, they do. There came a point this week when it was clear the election had not just jumped the shark, it had taken the shark out for a night on the tiles, and when the shark was lying semi-comatose in a pool of its own vomit, the election stuffed the shark in a bouncy castle and went berserk. But what was it? The arrival of the coalition's magical policy-costing fairy, just clap 3 times and believe? Or was it Kevin threatening to strangle the make-up lady's dog? Now, we're not going to stop the boats, we're going to shop for boats. Every coastal village in Indonesia is going to be a maritime supermarket, and any bloke who owns a banged-up tinny's going to be a millionaire. There'll be a boat-building frenzy. You couldn't make this stuff up if you were locked in a factory where they invent terrible, unlikely, nuclear-powered stupid. I know. People outside of the bubble of politics don't care if these things are reported accurately, if these policies are tested and politicians held to account. We all have to vote, and wouldn't that be nice? But it doesn't matter. No one's paying attention. Tony could announce a policy to incinerate people who don't like eggplant, and no one would blink an eye. It's madness. Here's tip-top terrific Tony, talked and training with the troops, our brave lads and lasses. Oh, look, Kevin has an eating disorder, and Therese is in a bad mood. I can honestly say, Kevin and all his terrible little friends don't deserve to be there, but what about this other bloke, dangling out of Rupert's trousers like some sort of enormous, leering, lumbering, semi-conscious incubus, lurching about the landscape, frotting and drooling and snogging nuns, while the electorate giggles and twitches like an anime schoolgirl? I mean, we like it when a bloke has a crack. I don't mean Chelsea Manning style. Like when a fellow digs in and has a go. We like to see someone get rewarded for their effort, and Tony certainly hasn't been pulling any punches for some time now. He's at the top of his game. But there's more to it than that. If you lose because you're not the best, because you can't convince people you're the one to do the job, it's all part of the cut and thrust. If you lose because someone else stepped up with better ideas and got the punters behind them, well, that's how it should work. But not this way. Not this way. It's grinding and awful. A ham-fisted zombie priest running Rupert's daily news sheets are punching out headlines like, "Tough guy Tony Abbott's secret is out. He's a sweetie." And they don't even have to do it either. Kevin was going to bugger it up all by himself. 3rd lowest taxing country in the OECD, an economy that's the envy of the planet, and Mr. and Mrs. Australia are going to turf him out anyway because he's a pain in the arse. I'm just going outside, and maybe sometime. This has been First Dog on the Moon's Guide to Modern Living. I'm First Dog on the Moon.
There you go. That's the week in politics in Australia, and it's pretty right. It's pretty right. Dear oh dear oh dear. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.